Hello, my friends, and welcome back to The Long Dark, Zero to Hero, and our quest to survive in a frozen, post-apocalyptic world. My name is Sprocket, and currently we are in a bear cave with a wounded bear running around outside. We took a shot at the bear, and it was a headshot right between the eyes as far as I can tell, but it wasn't a killing shot. And we came back to the bear cave where I'd hoped he would come back to. But the bear is not here. I have no idea where he is. The last we saw, he was running like a madman through the hills. And so we're going to take a minute and try to track him down. He could run right upon us. So this is actually pretty dangerous. But I've wounded the animal. I feel responsible. We do need to track him down, if possible. Just really need to keep an eye out because I don't know where he has gone. And the wind has picked up, which is going to make it even more difficult to try to hear the bear. Got a little bit of a windbreak here. Okay, the bear was running like crazy all around in this area. Could be anywhere. I really hope we can find him. We may end up going into the barn just to seek shelter, and then when the bear does die, we'll get the, as long as the weather's good, we will get the birds kind of flying over the carcass. It does help to kind of track him down. But really, guys, I hope we find him. So yeah, he was doing like laps back and forth right through here. This wind is really not helping. Of course, the wolf territory is right here in these orchards, so I don't want to venture too far that direction. I'm going to kind of do a loop. You know, I might drop some of our loot off at the barn. It's going to make us more lightweight and able to cover ground a lot easier. Let's head into the barn.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I hear you. I know you are heavy. So, we made it to the barn here. Maybe we could use this box to store some of our loot. We haven't looted this barn yet. This is our first time coming in here. So I'll take a quick look around. And oh, we got a flashlight.
This stuff will come in handy.
I'm gonna actually move this right here where we can see it. Now I have seen some loot hide back here before. Don't see anything today. Alright, let's have a look around. Let's check this box.
I think I can
More
use this.
mittens. Another pry bar. 100%. That's good. Let's leave some of the loot in here. Okay, so we got the books. I'm going to leave these here for now. Just to kind of get lightweight a bit. Extra clothing. We did pick up those snow pants. And we got the extra mittens. I could probably drop some water and food, I think. I will be back for this stuff. Mostly just want to try to hunt that bear. So, but actually we don't have that much water. I'll leave the rifle cleaning kit here. We're going to leave all of this except for one. We'll just take one piece of charcoal with us. We'll take our pot. I'll leave the lantern fuel. And 2 pry bars. I just have to remember to come back for that pry bar. Okay, now we're lightweight. Good. Got some extra torches. Okay, that's probably good enough. I will have a quick look around in here. In the past, I have found items in the hay, so it's good to check pretty closely here. So we have a bed where we could actually sleep. It's kind of nice. Got a fire barrel. Revolver. Nice. Hidden in the hay. We did find a revolver.
Thank goodness.
74%. Nice. Especially because we left our...
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Yeah, especially because we left our other revolver back at the camp office. So it's nice we found that. In fact, I should probably load it up. Just in case, if we need to scare a wolf or something. Okay, I feel better having that in the back of my waistband. Easy to grab. Okay, watch your head. Try to make our way back over there. Okay, bear, where did you go? Maybe I shouldn't have tried to track him down. If I could have just stayed where I was and just watched him run around, maybe that would have been best. He seemed to be going back and forth across the same kind of area. Alright, we've got a dead body here. And this floor is deceptive. It's like really squishy, rotted out. So I have fallen through there so many times. Let's try to stay on the plank, maybe.
Thank goodness.
Go energy drink and some wool mittens. Alright, can I make it over here? Alright, not bad. Okay, so we just picked up a few more items. Do I want to leave the coal? Maybe a little bit. And man, we got plenty of Go energy drinks. We just picked up some more mittens. We should fix those up. Those are going to be nicer than our current mittens. Yeah, in fact, I'm going to switch right now. Let's swap those out. Yeah, that's better. Okay, we're going to leave these here for now. Or maybe for good, I don't know. That looks pretty good. What else did we pick up? Oh, the gun. That's right, we got the gun. Okay, I think that's pretty good. We'll call that good. Let's go find this bear. Oh no, that is what I was afraid of, guys. The weather is changing. You know what I should have done? Dang it, I forgot that you can do this. As soon as we shot the bear and it started running off, I should have checked our stats to see if how many bears we've killed so far. And then when the bear drops dead, it will show up as another statistic. This is no good. We got a blizzard coming in. Yeah, so we can actually find out when the bear has died by checking the statistics. I'm going to go up this hill. We may have to just leave if there's a blizzard coming in here. Man, that's too bad. I thought I had such a good shot on that bear right between the eyes. But we may end up losing this bear. Just gotta look for anything that looks like a rock, I guess. Yeah, bad weather incoming. We'll do one quick sweep in this area. We might need to come back when the crows are out to kind of show us. Yeah, I better go back. Weather is changing fast. My visibility is going to drop. So noisy. I'm gonna just try to make my way back to the road. I hope this is the right way. There it is. Okay, nice. Let's get inside. Let's get some shelter. Where's the barn? There it is. Is there any loot in here? Don't see anything. Okay, a little bit of safety and shelter. Let me check the time. So sun is going down. We have maybe a couple hours before it's dark. I don't want to stay here in the barn any longer than I have to. So we'll do what we can just to wait out the storm. I may pass some time. We do have the book we could read, actually. Let me check our food and water situation. And then we'll grab our loot. And head out, I hope. We do have the beds here. If we do need to stay, we should be okay. So, sounds like I am heavy as usual. You know what? And I may just decide to let the bear do its own thing. You know, maybe he survived. It was, after all, just one rifle round. It really just depends on this blizzard, on what our decisions are. You know, what we're going to do going forward at this point. Okay, we are getting really low on water. Let me check. What food, if any, did I leave in here? Oops, pressed the wrong button. Did I leave any food in here? So yes, we do have dog food. Got a few options for food. Assuming that we don't get food poisoning if I eat some of this. We've got to do something though. We're getting pretty close to losing our well-fed bonus. We'll try the candy bars. Let's see. I'm going to sort by condition here. We got the peaches, candy bars. Chips are probably not going to give us food poisoning. Maybe I should eat those first. And like I said, we could try to read a little bit. And then I'll listen for when the storm passes. Let's get a drink. Be nice if I could see out the window. That would help a lot as well. Okay, we've got... Did I use up my book? Maybe I used it up already because it is not in my inventory. So either I finished reading it or I've left it somewhere. Oh, you know what? I should continue looking in here. Before I was only checking under the food category. But if you go to the all, then we do have all of these here. Okay, so let's just transfer all. over here. Move all
This pack is
inventory.
getting kind of heavy.
Okay, and hopefully... I must have finished that book. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, we did finish the cooking book. We could do how to dress your wild animal. Field Dressing Your Kill Volume 1. Or the gun book. So I wonder what this levels up. I'm going to look at our skills here. So under, it wouldn't be rifle mastery, it would be revolver, I think, if we read that other book. So currently, you're very new to the handgun, and the revolver remains an awkward tool. You know how to load it, find a target, and fire, but not much else. So I'm curious if we level that up. I don't remember what that actually does. The field dressing is probably more useful. Because I don't really do hunting with the revolver. It's more like a scare tool. Just to kind of, you know, scare off the wolf or whatever. So let's read an hour. Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, we have clothing that's in bad condition. We got those new gloves. That's probably more important. Let's look at the condition of our clothes here. So we are wearing, looks like I picked up probably more junk than I needed to. I could probably leave some of this inside the little metal box here, but our socks are down to 69%. Let's repair those. Nice, 100% climbing socks. The other socks are 73%, so let's repair those. Sun is going down. Oh, we failed, but let's take this opportunity to check the weather. I don't think I want the flashlight. You know, I do need to get lightweight, if I can. So, I'm going to dump some of these items. We'll leave these here. Extra set of gloves. Yeah, so we did pick up these ones. We should fix those. The wool mittens are going to be a lot warmer, or a little bit warmer at least, than the fleece. Everything else we are wearing. The snow pants, though, that's right. I needed to figure out what we're doing with these. 45%. I want to look at the statistics on these. So if we go to our clothing here. So we've got cargo pants. I'm looking mostly at the weight and the warmth. The other bonuses are nice. Other than the weight and the speed and the warmth, I'm not super concerned about the other stats. And then here we have decent work pants. So the work pants are heavy. 1.3 degrees of warmth. I think we're going to get rid of the work pants and keep the cargo pants for the weight situation there. I believe the snow pants are better. Currently, these are in bad shape though. I might want to switch the order of these until I can get them repaired. So let's put these on the inside, and those on the outside, at least for now. We may switch those once we get the pants fixed up. And then that means that here we can now leave the items we're not wearing. We can leave the work pants. And was that it? I think that's it. So we need to get those fixed up. We're out of light, so I won't be able to fix those right now. Torches, we can leave some of these bad torches behind. I'll keep the good quality ones. Most of this stuff I do want to take to the farmhouse. Like, for example, the simple tools, right? We kind of hauled it a long way. I don't want to carry this with me. And I'm guessing that the farmhouse is going to have some simple tools anyway, but we do need to take it over there. Let's take a look at the weather and see. I'm pretty slow. Yeah, that's not good.
Something's got to go.
Okay, that's not looking great. Still, I think this is still a blizzard, right? I might just go for it. Let's get out a proper flare. Oops, I keep clicking on the wrong thing today. There we go. Got a little bit of energy left. Oh, I can see. There it is. Let's just head towards that silo in the distance.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
There's also a chance... Okay, obviously there's a chance we're going to run into wolves. In fact, I see something right there in the shadow. That is a wolf. Dang it. Here's a good opportunity to actually use revolver. I think that wolf is going to be a problem. Or is it a deer? Maybe it's a deer. Might be a deer. What I was going to say is there's a chance the blizzard would cause the wolves to be disappeared, but since I see that deer, it makes me think the wildlife is still very much here. We're just using the last little bit of our stamina and energy to make a dash for the farmhouse. It's going to be too dark to loot tonight. Probably drag ourselves upstairs and sleep. We'll save our fuel. But I feel a lot better sleeping in the farmhouse than in the barn. Can we get up this side? No. Gotta go around. Let's put our gun away. Man, it is so dark.
Too much stuff to carry.
Okay, pitch black. We could just use the safe house customization. That will help us find our way through the dark. We're going to kind of stumble our way, feel our way around these benches and things. Try to find the stairs. Okay, this is the little office, I think. Or is this the kitchen? This is the kitchen. Okay. So the stairs are going to be over here. I hope we have enough water to make it through the night. I need to eat things tonight that are full of liquid so I can save my water. So we may run out of water. The bedroom. Is this a bed? No, this is the like little living room thing. Okay, so we'll go in here. Found a bed. Nice. Alright, let's check our food situation. We're going to eat anything with water in it. It might give us food poisoning. We've got some pills. So we're covered in that regard. This is giving us a tiny bit of hydration. That's a little better. Oh, that was just a tiny can. That's why. There was just a tiny bit of food left on that one. Okay. So, dog food, yeah, let's go ahead and eat that. I will drop, let's drop our tools so I don't smash it open. So tools are going to be here. We're going to drop the hatchet and the knife. We'll save the condition on those. I just have to remember to pick them up when we wake up. A little bit more hydration, that's good. Okay, that should be good. Let's drink this. Perfect. Alright, we're going to sleep for 12 hours, I think. And I will see you guys in the morning. Sounds like we got an aurora tonight. Okay, good morning. We woke up fully rested. I was hoping it would say how many days we survived, but I missed that. Okay, so we got our hatchet and our knife. And nice, we made it to the farmhouse. This is awesome. And we got some daylight now, so we can actually do some looting. I need to drop a bunch of stuff. I got to figure out where we're going to keep our main stash, which is typically in the kitchen. May as well loot this room while we're here.
Anything for a drink right now.
Yes, thank you. We do need to get you a drink, and today we do need to boil some more water and replenish our water supply. Got some antibiotics. So, I'm hoping to find some good stuff here. Usually in the basement we find
Thank goodness.
some good items. I really like that soda. We're going to need that. Okay, that's it for this room. I guess I may as well just finish looting the upstairs while we're here. So, I got to decide if we're going to go try to find that bear. And I got a comment, which I agree with. After playing the game, the last episode, and doing some editing, I was able to kind of zoom in to help you guys see the shot, and I realized I probably missed the head of the bear. It looked like I may have just grazed the head. Maybe I got the backside. So he will still bleed out. He did take a pretty severe shot, but maybe it wasn't a headshot after all. It's hard to know. We'll have to ask him when we find him. Okay, you know what? I'm going to clean up just a little bit. If we go into the safe house mode and then press R, we can kind of sweep up, clean up a little bit as we go. Just makes it a little nicer. You can put the TV back. Is this a TV stand? What is this? It's a table. Oh, okay, let's move the TV here. Put the table back up. Where would the TV be? Would it be in front of the window? Probably not. But I'm going to put it there for now, just to kind of get this out of the way. Looks a little nicer. I wonder what happened in here. Did somebody like come in here and ransack the place? Or was it the earthquakes?
I can always use more food.
Yes, we do need more food. We're going to hang up the family pictures. I might want to take this downstairs. Or at least in the other bedroom. Let's put it, let's put it at least in the hallway. If there's an aurora, it's going to make... Oh, there are lamps here. Okay, nice. This is usually the bedroom that I prefer to use. Got the double bed. So we'll put the lights in here. I don't see any other lanterns or lights in here anyway. Okay, did I check these? No.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Got some cloth. That hat we can break down for cloth. It's not much use other than that. Got a Mackinac jacket. That is actually really good. I think what we have might be better. Got some Polaroids film.
That'll come in handy.
Let's straighten up the picture. Can I put it here? There we go. Let's tidy up a little bit. Ooh, revolver ammunition. 10 rounds. Can I straighten this up? Yeah. I don't know, maybe we could sleep in here. It's not too bad once you get everything straightened up. Put the desk calendar on the desk. Tuck the chair in. Okay, I believe... Man, that looks so much better. I believe we've gotten everything loot-wise in here. Unless I did check under the bed, right? Okay, checked all those. Great. Let's go into the next room. I don't need to straighten everything up. Just things that are in my way mostly. And we already checked this. Okay, good. Got that. Got that. I tell you what, there is a bench downstairs that I believe I've always found a bullet under the bench that is really hard to reach. I wonder if it's there today. Okay, what is in here? Anything?
Never would have thought to look here.
He says the funniest things sometimes. Okay. I'm really glad we have the toilet water. 1.73 liters. Yes, we need that. I actually forgot about the toilets. So that is a really good find. It's kind of a cool pattern. I thought for a minute that was like a blanket in the bathtub. But it is just the sunlight coming through. And we, of course, are a vampire. We don't cast a shadow. At least that's what it appears. And we also don't cast a reflection. I wonder if that is new information, new lore, part of the Long Dark, that we are actually a vampire. We don't cast a shadow Don't have a reflection. Move these up to eye level. These were short people, I guess, who lived here. And all these bodies we keep finding around the map, they're actually... Maybe they're our victims.
Should be good to drink.
We have amnesia or something. We don't remember, but we've actually... We're stuck on this island with all these other inhabitants, and we are actually the cause of the apocalypse, because we're like a vampire loose. It's like a fox loose in a hen house. We're stuck on this island. I got a firearm cleaning kit.
Feels like a lot of gear.
Or there's some other explanation, right? There's probably another explanation. What do they call that? I think it's Occam's razor. You're supposed to, when you have a conundrum or a question or something, you're always supposed to go to the most likely answer first, and that is like 9 times out of 10. That's like the most. That's like what actually happened, you know. Which, by the way, is an argument against evolution. Whether you're for evolution or not, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this is a can of worms. But let's say that you're walking along the beach and you come across a fighter jet, and it's already fueled up and ready to go. The keys are in there. It's already running. It has guidance systems, landing systems, everything all set and ready to go on the beach, this jet. And so you'd ask yourself, how did this get here, right? Occam's razor says, well, somebody put this here. Somebody left it here. That is the most common, like that would be the first explanation. Your mind wouldn't actually go to thinking of, well, maybe the elements combined in such a way to create all of the systems to make a fully functional airplane that's ready to go on the beach, up and running, all the systems, But essentially, the most simple life form is more complex than a jet. We can make a jet. We can't make the most simple, the most simple single-celled life organism. We can't reproduce that. But yet, when we come across one of those, we're like, well, how did this get here? Well, I think it was time. Over time, the elements combined and just created this insanely complex thing. We don't even know what life is, but yet we think the elements have combined, Obviously, you can tell what my opinion is. I would go with the most simple reason that somebody put it there. Okay, Storm Lantern, nice.
I think I can use this.
Low condition, 30%. Oh, there we go. Anyway, you're free to disagree with me. It's no problem there. I'm just explaining Occam's razor is the theory that the most simple response is most likely and usually the correct response. It's not always true.
What have we here?
Decent urban park. We'll have to take a look at that. I'm getting so heavy, I can hardly move. And by the way, this is the bench that usually has the bullet under it. No bullet today, actually. It's usually a rifle cartridge. I think I need to go... Wow, that is like a picture. That is like a photo opportunity right there. I love the lighting. It's like a still life painting, right? We need to find a place to call home for all of our loot, and I think it's going to be this refrigerator.
Can't have too much water.
Nice. All right, anything in the freezer today? No. Anything back here? All right, let's dump a bunch of this loot. Mackinac jacket. We got 2 of them. I think we've already determined what we have is better, or at least maybe a little bit lighter. Leave a comment, guys, if you think the Mackinac jacket is a better clothing item than what we already have. Okay, any of this fire stuff I may leave actually by the stove. By the way, we have a multi-burner stove, which is going to make things so much easier for making water and things like that. Okay, so we did clothing. As far as food goes, we'll probably drop this outside of the refrigerator. Okay, we've got the extra lantern. Oh, the tool. You know what? Some of these things I'm just going to drop actually on the table. Let's drop the tools. Let's sort alphabetically. That's going to help. Okay. So we've got rifle cleaning kits. I will keep one of them. Maybe. I'll have to see how heavy we are. Chances are we're going to be too heavy, but I'll drop both for now. We may keep one of them. Got an extra pry bar. Okay, the pry bar, we'll keep the 100% one. We need to refuel our lantern. We can drop the extra can. We can put the shell in the refrigerator. We'll drop the tools. Drop the lower condition lantern. We're going to refuel this one. And then we've got an extra whetstone. We can drop that. That's about it. Oh, we got those items we can drop. Let's find a home for those. Maybe right here. Actually, it's going to block our passage. If we walk through here, I might need to put them like right here. Weird thing about these boxes, when you drop the safe house stuff, you can't move it. Yeah, once we drop, where did it go? Oh, it went on the shelf. I mean, that could be okay. It's not going to let me move them. Yeah, they're just going to stay there. That's kind of weird. It made two of them. Let's take that, and then we can... Whoa.
All
Here we
I
go.
can think about is food.
Now we can add these, and it will just be one box. Okay, let's start laying out our loot here. Let's clear off the table. Oh, nice. Actually, we got some salt. I'm going to put this over here. And we'll take the soup. We actually need to cook that. I'm going to take the stuff on the table that we don't need. And we'll probably put that in the box with the other items. Where do you go? Is that a cushion? Pillow. Yeah, we'll put it on the chair. That's fine. Okay, another cushion. We're missing another chair? Oh well, let's put this on the table. So yeah, in the basement, there's a chance we'll find some more tools. Maybe some quality tools. That'd be nice. I wonder if I should go look for the bear. Well, if it's good weather. Oh, tin can. We can put that over here. Can opener. Still heavy. Okay, let's get rid of these. So we're at 48 out of 40 kilos. And we have full energy. Why am I so heavy? Oh, we have more clothing, don't we? Did I put away all the clothing? I did. I was thinking of the parka. Okay. So what am I carrying that is so heavy? Probably all this food, I would think, and the books. Okay, that makes sense. Let's drop some of this over here. It's easy to forget how much food and fire starting stuff you're carrying. So I have 9 sticks. I'll drop some of those here. This I actually should put over here. This is not firewood yet. Gotta research that. Somebody left the carrots on the ground. I've got a skillet. Nice. Got a note left behind. Another pot. That's what I was looking for. We need those pots. Crackers. You know, these other items, I may come back and loot. I want to maybe go look for the bear. Also, we did pick up a bunch of water. That's probably making me heavy as well. Let's look at our food situation. Yeah, 3 liters of water. Let's drop a liter. I keep forgetting I can use the radial menu. You guys taught me that. If we go here and, whoa, I didn't mean to drink. Actually, I should drink. That's going to save weight. I'll drink a soda. We'll get some hunger out of that as well. Top up our hunger. May as well. And then I keep forgetting from the radial menu, we can actually drag. Let's see, how do I, there we go. Nice. So that takes a liter at a time. Okay. Oh, what is that? Maple syrup. Okay, as far as food goes, I should probably drop a bunch of this. I'm going to keep the soda. Drop the broth. It's good to know. We've got the broth and we have flour. So we could actually make some stew or, you know, something. If we catch a ptarmigan or something like that. We already looked through all our tools. Why am I so heavy, though? It'd be nice if I had like a little bag or box to put the tackle in, just to kind of straighten up in our inventory. We've got the 2 bows. And look, I keep forgetting to use the other bow. I need to switch to this one. This one, the new bow's already down to 88%. Okay, so weight is, I think is that 43? 43 out of 40. So we're getting much closer to being on target. I'm going to leave the mag lens here. I probably should, you know what, I probably should put this on the table though. It's kind of one of those more valuable items. Would that be under fire starting? Yeah, so we'll drop that. I want that to be nice and visible. Oh, I've got a little bit of lag. Keep getting lag. Ooh, what is going on here? Okay, we've got a little bit extra lantern fuel. We'll put that in here. Can drop the book. I probably should do that by the stove. Clothing, we're good. Food, we're mostly good, I think. Water, we're good. Could, you know, I need the travois. If we find that bear, we're definitely going to need that sled. Pepe, our little sled. How about bullets? Oh yeah, we got revolver ammunition. 52 rounds. That is a chunk right there. That is a big piece of weight. Okay, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to drop the book and the bullets, and then we're going to go. So the fire, let's see, here we go. We're going to drop this book, and then the other thing was the bullets. Revolver, bullets. I've got 6 here. 6 in the gun. That's another reason we're heavy. Is we're carrying 2 guns plus 2 bows. I always forget how heavy bullets and the guns are. I'd prefer not to be carrying 2 guns. I'm actually going to drop the rifle. I'm pretty sure that bear is dead. We'll keep the revolver just kind of as a scare tool. I don't. If I'm going to hunt something, I should probably use the bow at this point. So let's drop the revolver and the rifle. Or wait, did I just say I was going to keep the revolver? I can't remember. Since we're going to go get the bear, we'll just drop them both. And we'll drop Vaughn's rifle. Would be nice if we find a rifle rack or gun rack. There probably is one here. I'm guessing in the house. Okay, now I don't plan to go very far. I'm not going to like spend the whole day searching for this bear. Either it's close by or it's not. You know, I think I will take the revolver after all, because there seems to be wolves out here. All right, let's go. Okay. Oh, that tripped me up. I thought we were facing the house, but we're actually facing out. Okay. We are going to be listening for crows, just like the ones we're hearing now. Also, there may be another bear close by. A little bit of wind. Okay. There's a chance the bear came over here. My gut tells me the bear...
Anything right about now.
The gut tells me the bear ended up over by his cave somewhere. But I think somebody commented that they saw the bear running this way. By the way, there are wolves. Oh my goodness. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wolves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wolves right there. Just taking their sweet time today. I'm glad they're over there. There's a chance they could kind of wander. Their territory might actually bring them over closer to the farmhouse. So I'm glad to see they're off in the orchard, probably looking for rabbits. And I hope they find them. I'd rather them eat the rabbits than me. Okay, so we do have 6 rounds in the revolver. Mostly just use it for a scare tactic. Don't plan to do any hunting. And we are coming back to the farmhouse. So, as long as the weather allows, we'll just do a little search. We're listening for crows, circling crows. So that bear was kind of doing laps over here, wasn't he? Kept going up this hill and then across the road and then into the orchard and then back. And it seemed like he would have kept doing that until he died, except that I moved from behind the... okay, I see crows up there and there's something big on the ground. He kept doing that pattern until I moved from behind the fire. And then that seemed to have broken up his pattern. This is whatever this is. It looks big. This might be our bear. Nice, thank you, crows. If I hadn't seen those crows, I wouldn't have found him. But here we are, guys. We did find the bear after all. I'm glad the storm didn't take him away. A lot of times, those blizzards will actually cause the item to despawn, the animal. Okay, we're going to drop our sled here. And I'm going to quarter this guy if I can. Let's do the quartering process. 2 hours with the hacksaw. Looks like that's the best option. You cannot quarter a carcass that's more than 75% frozen. So if we level up our carcass harvesting, I think we can harvest animals that are more than 75% frozen, but we will make a fire. We definitely want to get this guy's fur coat and a bunch of meat as well. We'll use one of our sticks and probably a coal. I kind of wish I'd grabbed more coal from the cave or the mine as we came through there. Was that a cave or a mine? I couldn't tell. I guess it had stalactites and stalagmites, so it probably was a proper cave. All right, let's get some fuel on here. We got 7 coal. I mean, that's a pretty good amount. 1 hour and 9 minutes. Okay, we just need to spend enough time where he's 75% thawed. So I'm actually going to use this whetstone on our... Wait, these are both good. In that case, how about we try a repair? We're going to try the snow pants. 27 minutes. It's like our hunger is picking up. Nice, 75% on the snow pants. The bear is 67% frozen. We better get some food here. Let's drink one of these. And we'll eat a candy bar. Okay, it's going to take 2 hours to harvest this guy. Just the quartering. Let's go.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Nice. Okay, fog is rolling in. That's fine. We didn't get bad weather though. Let's put the hide in here. Let's see. There we go. Maybe a few of the guts. We'll do 6 guts for now. And then all the meat, of course.
If I can drop any of this gear.
Well, I'm so glad we have this sled. I'm going to move these bags closer. It's going to make it easier for me to throw them inside. Well, thank you, Bear. I do appreciate your life and the materials you have given me. We're going to put them to use. Now that we've found your body where you died, we're going to put your pelt is going to be put to good use. All right, let's grab these. And it's too full. All right, let's drop that. How is this going to work? Maybe I should harvest this. 4.6 kilos. 26 minutes with the knife. The sun is going down. Just need to make our way back. Okay, let's see if we can fit these in here. Yes, we can. Accidentally put some... Wait, where did it go? Take my candy bar back. Okay, we have got the entire bear. I probably should have cooked some water.
I could eat anything right now.
Well, we were using the fire there. I probably should have cooked some water, but that's okay. As far as food... Oh, we got fat. I need to drop. Let's eat another candy bar. And then we're going to try to get this back to the little barn at least. If we can make it safely in the barn, we can finish harvesting all that meat. So it is not going to stay in those in the quartering chunks, those bags. You actually have to harvest it into steaks and things, or else it's going to disappear. Putting that bear's hide to use actually reminded me, I enjoy watching these Alaska survival shows, and I can't remember which one it was. It wasn't Alaska the Last Frontier, and it wasn't Alone, and it wasn't, gosh, anyway, I can't remember which one it was, but one of the characters on the show had sled dogs. And one of his beloved sled dogs died. That he really loved this sled dog. And he was talking to the camera about how he had made mittens out of the dog's hide. And he did it out of respect. He said, if you don't live here in Alaska, if you're not a dog sledder, maybe you wouldn't understand. I don't know. But he said, this is my way of showing respect to the dog, that putting it to use and keeping it with me. It's kind of weird, but also kind of cool. So his mittens that he was wearing, you know, and they're apparently really nice, thick fur, you know, because they're sled dogs. He'd actually turned his beloved companion into mittens. So a different way of thinking. You know, I should check the mail. I often forget to check these, and I have heard from you guys that you have found things, even like a cartridge, like a revolver cartridge, in here. This is usually what I find. I usually find people's mail, and it's never addressed to me, so I typically don't bother. I feel kind of creepy reading other people's mail. Okay, now, I probably should turn up here to get around this fence. And then we'll hang a right. I think the barn is over this way. Nice, guys. I am so glad we found that bear. I hate to waste the animals like that. If we're going to shoot it, I've always been taught if you shoot it, you got to eat it. And really, I need to start shooting some deer or harvesting deer so that we can maintain our sled here. It's down to 66%. Let me do this. I'm going to get closer to the door here. So when I unload these...
Too heavy.
Now we can just drop them right here by the door. Yes, I can move everything, right? I can move it all. There we go. Let's just drop all of these. So I did leave a whole bunch of fat over there. That's okay. We don't need the fat. I'm going to put the guts inside. Put the guts and the hide in here. I'm going to spread it out a little bit. It's a lot easier for me to see if they're not like in one little clump. If I can like see a little pile. I don't have to spread them all out, but this is... Visually, it's a little easier to tell, but I've left something here, you know. And then also, that will make it easier for me to see the hide, the bear hide. Yeah, see how that bear hide just goes under the hay. I never would know that was there. That's better. Still, that blends in so well. That is cool. You can see our sled tracks. Let's pick up our sled.
I could use this.
And then I'm going to do as much harvesting outside as I can. You know what? I think we didn't leave a lot of fat because we haven't harvested these yet. I'm guessing the fat... I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong, but we may have left the fat there, or it might actually show up when we harvest these. I suppose we could use our knife just to speed things up. It's going to put some wear and tear on it. Looks like my hunger is going down quickly. Seems like I just barely ate.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I'll drop this here. If we take this meat... Oh, look, there's the fat. Okay, nice. If we can drag this meat to the farmhouse, we could cook this so fast with a 6-burner stove and get level 5 cooking. That is awesome.
Food.
That's what I need to do. Get a little bit to eat. Yeah, we're getting low on food. Get down low here. This should go pretty quick with this knife. I'm curious what the weather's going to do. So our clothing is so good right now. We're staying warm. It's nice we can do all this outside.
I could eat a horse.
We're not going to eat a horse, but we might eat a bear. Horse probably has more meat on it, though. Unless it's a really big bear.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
And it's getting late and dark. Got 2 bags left. Oh, whoops. Clicked on the wrong thing. Let's go to this. That's what I need to harvest. One more bag remaining. Looks like I need to eat again. Oh, we might have an aurora, guys.
I could eat anything.
I don't know. It kind of turned blue. Okay, we got to eat and get a drink. Now we're thirsty. Wildlife are coming to life at night. You can hear the owl. Got our last bag of meat. Okay, nice. No, we got one more bag. Guess I was wrong. Got one more bag. Man, this is so much meat. I didn't even look at how big that bear was. Didn't pay attention to how much meat was on him, but this is a lot. Ooh. Is the moon coming out?
I need to drop something.
Nice. Yes, this is awesome. Okay, this is where I'm glad we do have the revolver. I know a lot of you guys really are in favor of carrying the revolver, and here's a good case for that. So we've got the moon out. We're going to be traveling with the sled here. Let's deploy this. Where are you, sled? Okay, we got to put all this meat in there. Do I want to put the fat in there? I probably should. If we can take it.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
It's a lot of meat. We're attracting predators, by the way, because I'm so smelly. Let's go here. There's so much meat. Okay, we should be not smelly anymore. I do want to leave a little bit of meat here. Let's drop this. We'll grab this meat here.
Too much stuff to carry.
We'll leave this here for ourselves in the future. Okay. I should grab... Should we bring the bear hide? You know, I'm going to grab at least a few of the guts. Got a little bit of moonlight coming through. Makes it easier to see. We'll leave 2 guts here curing. We'll take that. And the rest we're going to bring into the farmhouse. Because if I were to do crafting, I don't think there's a table in here. If we were to do crafting and repairs and things, we'd actually probably go to the farmhouse for that in the future. Okay. Let's get our gun out. Got a beautiful clear weather. You know what? Actually, I want to look up at the tower. Got such good visibility. Up there's the tower. Moon is out. Just such a nice night. Okay, we don't have too far to go, and we're not smelly because everything is inside the sled. So this should be a safe passage, safe travel without the wolf. I think, like I said, I think there is another bear that patrols the farm. I don't think it's the same one that is in that cave that we went into, that we shot. You know, I think it's a different bear that patrols this part. So yeah, in the morning we still have a bunch to loot. I should probably check the car that's off to the left, and then we have the whole basement area and the main floor of the farmhouse. We need to check out. I'm going to go around the back side. I think this will take us right by the kitchen, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully. Is this... I could be mistaken. I don't know. I kind of turned around. Alright, let's drop that. So, is this... This might be the kitchen. I don't know. Let's grab the meat. Move all the inventory. Yeah, we're going to be so heavy. I probably can't even walk. Now let's drop all of this. And then we're just going to take small amounts of meat indoors as we cook.
This will come in handy.
We can pick that up. Nice, guys. Well, thank you. If you've made it this far into the video, I just want to take a minute to thank you for coming along with me. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please take a minute, say hello, leave a comment, or if you prefer, you could just leave a thumbs up. It's much appreciated. Sounds like the wolves have caught wind of me. Oh, man. Well, guys, I'm really enjoying this adventure, and I hope you will come along with me as we continue all the different things we have on our agenda. So this is Sprocket saying thanks for coming along, and I do hope to catch you in the next episode. Take care.